Hello viewers, as I am uploading videos of CS main mathematics optional UPSC syllabus and videos of solution of past year papers, this is one of them. Here I am doing question number 1E of operations research. This question is from section A and this is from CS main 2013 paper 2 mathematics. It is maximize z is equal to 2x1 plus 3x2 minus 5x3 and constraints are subject to x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 7 and 2x1 minus 5x2 plus x3 is greater than equal to 10, xi greater than equal to 0, and this question is of 10 marks. Here we see that constraints are equal to sign and are of greater than equal to sign, so we have to add artificial variables and surplus variables, and basically we will solve this question with the help of big M method. So here the constraints are of type equal to and greater than equal to, so we introduce surplus. Surplus means on left hand side of the constraint here something is more, some amount is more, and artificial variables because we have equal to sign here and equal to sign here, and our LPP may be written as follows in the equation form. The objective function is here maximize z is equal to 2x1 plus 3x2 minus 5x3 plus 0s1 minus ma1 minus ma2. M is very large number and a1 a2 are artificial variables, and this is according to big M method, and because the constraints are equal to and greater than equal to sign, so we will adding artificial variables a1 and a2. So first constraint is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus a1, this is artificial variable, is equal to 7, and second constraint is 2x1 minus 5x2 plus x3 minus s1, this is surplus, plus a2, this is artificial variable, is equal to 10, and x1 x2 x3 s1 a1 a2 are greater than equal to 0. So we have this objective function in equation form, and we write down z minus 2x1 minus 3x2 minus plus 5x3. We have taken all terms on left hand side, rather we should take here minus 0s1 and plus ma1 and ma2, ma1 plus ma2 is equal to 0. So is equal to 0. Now we write down the coefficients of z row in first row, coefficients of a1 row in second and a2 row. Here we have taken a1 and a2 are basic variables, so their values are 7 and 10, and then we have the variables x1 x2 x3 s1 s0, and a1 a2 are 7 and 10, and solution is 0 here. So in z row we have written the coefficients of z row. Coefficient of z is 1, coefficient of x1 is minus 2, minus 3 is coefficient of x2, then 5, then s1 is 0, then m and m. Similarly we have written coefficients of a1 row, this is a1 row and this is a2 row. So from here we have written the coefficients and we got this starting table. Now we should apply simplex method, but before going to simplex method we should check whether our z equation is balanced or not. So when we substitute values of x1 x2 x3 s1 as 0, we get z as here on right hand side minus ma1 minus ma2. a1 is 7, a2 is 10, so this becomes minus 17 m which is not balanced, we are writing here 0 instead of minus 17m. So first we make it balanced by using the following formula. So here we have written C solution as minus 17m, and it is compatible with A1 and A2, and x1, x2, x3, s1 are 0. Now to make it balanced, because we want to make coefficients of A1 and A2 as 0, we use this formula. New z row is equal to old z row minus A1 row into m plus A2 row into m. So we have used this formula and we got this minus 17a and coefficient of A1 A2 as 0, and rest of the terms also they have changed. Each term we are applying this formula on each term, corresponding term. So now this is a maximization problem, so we will see which term is most negative in z row. So most negative is coefficient of x1, that is minus 3m minus 2. So we make it entering variable, and this is our pivot column, and these are our solution elements. So we find out ratio by dividing solution elements by corresponding pivot elements, pivot column elements. So 7 upon 1 is 7, and 10 is here upon pivot column element is 2, so it is 5. So minimum is 5, and A2 becomes our leaving variable. This A2 row is our pivot row, and the element which is at intersection of entering variable and leaving variable is, or you can say this pivot column and pivot row is 2, is the pivot element. Now we use this pivot element to write down new A2 row. So new A2 row is A2 row upon 2, and in next table we will replace A2 by x1. So here we can write x1 instead of A2. So we have written x1 instead of A2, and we can see each term has been divided by 2 of this row. This row has been divided by 2, and we got this new row here. So this is new A2 row, which is now x1 row, and with the help of we will be writing new A1 row and new Z row by using these formulas. So we see A1 row minus 1 into 1 is this element in the pivot column element into new A2 row, and for Z row, new Z row, we write down Z row plus 2 plus 3m with this is 2 plus 3m minus sign outside, so minus minus becomes plus 2 plus 3m into new A2 row. So by using these formula for each element we get this table. Now we will see which one is the entering variable and which one is the leaving variable. So our entering variable, if we see, this is minus m, and this is minus 7 upon 2, so this is most negative. So this is our entering variable here. And now leaving variable, we will see here that this is the pivot column, and these are the solution we will divide. Here we see this is 4 upon 7 is the ratio, and this one is negative, so we will neglect it, ignore it, and we will have this as leaving variable. So A1 is leaving variable, and our entering variable is x2. So this is our entering variable. So this is our entering variable. So this we use the formula. What we do, we divide the equation by 7 by 2, which is the pivot element now, and get new A1 row, and we replace A1 by x2 in next table, and apply the formulas, following formulas, to get the new table. So we have divided by 7 by 2, that is multiplied by 2 by 7, and A1 by 8 x2 we have replaced. So this is A1 has been replaced by x2, and we got this new table by using these formulas. New x1 row is x1 row plus 5 by 2 into new A1 row, and new z row is z row plus 7 by 2m plus 8 into new a1 row. We apply on each element and we get this table. Here we see in z row all elements are positive, no element is negative. It means we have reached to our optimal solution, and optimal solution gives us values. Z is equal to 102 by 7, 102 by 7, x1 is 45 by 7, and this is x1 45 by 7, x2 is 4 by 7, and x3 is not here in the solution, so x3 is 0. These are in the solution, x1 and x2. So we obtained our optimal solution. Thank you.